Hello, my friends. Hi, it's Miss Lacey, and I'm here with another story for you. This one is about feelings. We've been talking a lot about how having different kinds of feelings can make you want to behave in certain ways, and what we should do when the feelings get so big that we don't know what to do. Well, here's another kind of story to help us with that problem. On the back it says, sometimes hugs say more than words. And it shows a picture of a bunny just leaning on a friend. The friend looks like maybe he's having a hard time. This is one of those types of hugs that we talked about for when you don't like being squeezed. Just leaning on somebody can be kind of like a little hug. It's a gentle way to have contact with somebody that doesn't make you feel trapped. Here they are, and they're having a proper hug with their arms wrapped around each other. The Rabbit Listened by Cori Doerrfeld. Let's go ahead and see what the rabbit was listening to. Okay, right in the beginning we see a swoosh of birds. Look at these birds, they're flocking somewhere. It's very faint, like a cloud. We see a little boy, and he's pushing a box. One day, Taylor decided to build something. Something new. Something special. So that's the box of blocks. And Taylor's going to build something. Look how careful he's being. Look at that. Making sure that the blocks have spaces. He's building something. It's going to be tall, I think. What do you think? Something amazing. Taylor was so proud. Wow. Taylor had to have been so careful to put all these blocks just so. Look at that tower. It's even taller than Taylor is. Good job, Taylor. Wow. If I saw a block tower like that, I would ask someone to take a picture. That way I could always remember what a good job that I did. Taylor did a great job. Good job, Taylor. But then out of nowhere, oh no. These birds, they're just flying in. Sometimes things happen that are out of our control. Here they're showing birds, but it could have been anything. It could have been somebody that was thumping on the ground too hard and it shook the blocks. It could have been somebody running by. It could have been an animal that lives in your home that was just walking and doesn't realize that this was something special. And they bumped into it and it all fell. Whatever it is, it's a big deal, isn't it? Because this is something that was worked hard on. But it's not something that's meant to last forever. Oh, poor Taylor. Things came crashing down. Oh, look at that face. Look at the face. Oh, poor Taylor. What a mess. Oh, what a mess. What's Taylor gonna do? The chicken was the first to notice. Oh, Taylor's given himself a hug. That's a good first step. Give yourself a hug. Work through what you're feeling. So the chicken noticed first. Oh, look at that. Cluck, cluck. What a shame. I'm so sorry this happened. Let's talk about it. Cluck, cluck. Oh, so much energy. This chicken has an idea of how to help when someone has big feelings. The chicken's idea of how to help is to talk about it. Lots. Let's talk about it right away. Let's get it all out. Let's go ahead and just have a whole conversation. You tell me everything that you're thinking. Does Taylor look like Taylor's ready for talking? I don't know. That face doesn't look like it's a face that's ready. But Taylor didn't feel like talking, so the chicken left. Taylor says, no, thank you. We don't always feel like talking when we have big feelings. Sometimes our brain, it just needs to take a pause. And using your words, that takes some calm inside of you that sometimes we're not ready for yet. So Taylor's sitting off on his own, and giving this some thought. Taylor's not ready to talk. Next came the bear. Oh, Taylor's crying a little bit. Here comes the bear. Ooh, look at the bear's face. The bear looks like maybe the bear's feeling some other kind of way about this. Grrr, grrr. How horrible. I bet you feel so angry. Let's shout about it. Grrr, grrr, grrr. Ooh. That's how the bear handles it when something big like this happens. The bear yells. So the chicken wants to talk about it, and the bear wants to yell. Both of these are ways to handle it when you have feelings that are so big. So the bear's trying to give that advice to Taylor here. But Taylor didn't feel like shouting. That wasn't right for Taylor. So the bear left. The bear thinks that Taylor's missing out. And maybe. Sometimes shouting does make you feel better even if you don't think so. We don't just go running around stomping and shouting though, do we? If you feel like you really need to yell, maybe find a nice pillow to shout into. Or go into a room and close the door and then just yell into the void of space so that you can get all those big feelings out. That's a way that you can handle it. But that's not what Taylor's feeling like doing right now. The elephant knew just what to do. Trumpada! I can fix this. We just need to remember exactly the way things were. Oh, so that's the elephant's plan. The elephant's going to come in nice and calmly and put everything back the way it was, and that's going to make it all better. But is that what this is really about? Is that why Taylor's upset? Because the block tower is on the ground and now we need to have it built back up again? Maybe, but I don't know that that's exactly what made Taylor so upset. Taylor had done all of this effort in the beginning and really didn't like that it got knocked down. So putting it back up again right away might not be the solution to the problem. Taylor still has to work through the original feeling of loss. Taylor didn't feel like remembering, so the elephant also left. Oh. Yeah, Taylor didn't feel like it. One by one they came. The hyena, hee, let's laugh about it. You know, some people think that it's funny to have things get knocked down. They like knocking things down. They like big explosions. They like running through and tearing stuff up, and they think it's just so much fun. They don't really like building so much as they love knocking the building down. The ostrich, gulp, let's hide and pretend nothing happened. Ooh, running away and hiding when you have big feelings. That's something some people do too. But it's not the healthy way to handle it. Hiding from others? You still have to be around other people. We live in a society. That means that there's others around us. So that's not really the answer either. It looks like Taylor doesn't think that's quite right. The kangaroo. Tisk, tisk. What a mess. Let's throw it all away. Oh boy. Is throwing all of this away in the trash going to fix the problem? That's not going to fix the problem, is it? Also, where are your blocks going to be? You're not going to be able to play with the blocks again later. We can't just throw it away because we have big feelings. And the snake. Shh. Let's go knock down someone else's. Oh, the snake thinks that maybe if you go make somebody else be sad, you'll feel better. We've read a story about that before, didn't we? How sometimes you might feel like you want to make somebody else sad so you're not alone in being sad. Is that the healthy choice? See, all of these are different ways that you could respond. We're always on a quest, though, aren't we? To look for an answer that's healthy, helpful, and calm. And if you can't be any of these things, then you need to take a break, right? And work it out until you feel like you're ready to try again. But Taylor didn't feel like doing anything with anybody. So eventually, they all left. All right. They're all going to leave Taylor alone for a bit. until Taylor was alone. Oh, well, now there's some peace. There's Taylor, and Taylor is mourning the loss of the creation that Taylor had made. Mourning. That's when you're remembering how amazing something or somebody was, and now you're coming to terms with the fact that it's gone. Something precious is now no longer here, and that's okay to cry about. If it was something precious, or if it was someone that was very special, you're allowed to be sad. It's okay. Mourning is natural. This is helping you to work through the new reality of your life. In the quiet, Taylor didn't even notice the rabbit. But it moved closer and closer. Oh, this rabbit is being very careful, keeping space, until Taylor could feel its warm body. Just sitting by him instead of grabbing him and telling him what to do. It's just sitting. Together they sat in silence until Taylor said, "Please stay with me." Oh. Good job, Taylor. Good job using your words. The rabbit listened. The rabbit listened as Taylor talked. Now Taylor's had some time. Remember in the beginning, the chicken wanted Taylor to talk, but Taylor wasn't ready yet. Sometimes those feelings get so big, they just kind of turn off your brain for a little bit. But now, Taylor's had a little hug and had some time. Now Taylor's ready to talk. The rabbit listened as Taylor shouted. Yes, now Taylor's ready to be mad. He's showing how surprised he was. He's showing how mad he's feeling. The rabbit listened as Taylor remembered. Oh, talking about how big and tall that beautiful tower was, and laughed. Yeah, it was pretty crazy that it all came tumbling down the way it did. The rabbit listened to Taylor's plans to hide, to throw everything away, to ruin things for someone else. Oh, all the different thoughts going through Taylor's head. Taylor had all the feelings. Through it all, the rabbit never left. There's another good side hug. And when the time was right, the rabbit listened to Taylor's plan to build again. "I can't wait," Taylor said. "Oh, good. I'm so glad that this didn't ruin Taylor's love of building. Sometimes things happen and they're out of our control, but it doesn't mean we give up on life and the things that make us happy, right?" Yeah, Taylor needed a pause, but now he can try again. "It's going to be amazing," he says. Here's the blocks now. Here's the plan. Look at all of that. That's what Taylor has planned now, and I think that looks even bigger and better than it did before. I'll bet he can do it. Now he's got all his big feelings out of the way. Maybe he just needs to get a sip of water, reset, and get started again. He can do it. And that's the end. Yeah, sometimes things happen, and we're not in charge of everything. That can be frustrating. It doesn't feel nice to know that you're not in control of everything that happens to you and around you. That's part of why we go to school, though, isn't it? When we're at home, in our room, all on our own, we're in charge of the little universe that we've made. But when we're out in society, that means other people, they sometimes get involved too, and it can make a mess of what our plans were. That's why we practice being healthy, helpful, and calm, because making good choices is hard. It's hard work. We've made laws to help people remember, and even grown-ups sometimes struggle with it. So we have the police to help them remember. But the earlier you start practicing, the easier it becomes for you. So say it with me. Healthy, helpful, calm. If you can remember those things, everything else is going to work out okay. Take the time you need when you're upset. Take a big breath. Do a reset. Maybe get something to drink. Try washing your hands. Scream into a pillow if you need to. Think about what your body needs to help it get calm again so that your heart stops going boom, 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 and your tears slow down. If your tears don't stop, try blowing your nose. Sometimes that helps them reset too. There are lots of little tricks, and if you ever need help, talk to a grown-up or somebody that you trust, and I'm sure they'll have some advice that can help you. And if none of them are giving the advice that you're looking for, go ahead and take a break. Find your safe space and have a good sit. That way you can reset in your own time, and then when you're ready, go on back and try again. All right, that's the end of this story. Did you like it? I did. I'll talk to you guys again next time, okay? Bye-bye.